Hello, welcome to Joe's podcast. I'm your host Justin. So today, for our weekly Mecha anime review, we're reviewing the 2002 Mecha slash School Comedy series Full Metal Panic, which came out in 2002 and was animated by Studio Gonzo and was dubbed by Funimation. And funny thing about this show, despite the fact that it was made by Gonzo, not all the mechs are CGI, unlike with their other series. Though the submarine and some background stuff is CGI. Apparently this show was based off a light novel. Never knew that, but yeah, apparently it was based off a light novel by Soji Gato and art by Shiki Doji. And Tokyo Pop used to put that out, which Tokyo Pop used to be one of my favorite manga publishers until they kind of went away for a long time, and now they're back, but with like gaijin stuff. They can no longer afford to publish like actual Japanese manga when their like model used to be 100% authentic manga. So this is the first of the three Full Metal Panic animes. The second one was Fumofu, and the third was the second raid. Though Fumofu was more like a spin-off that was 100% a comedy, where this show is like a mix between like high school comedy and like Tom Clancy Metal Gear Solid style, like, military action show. Which the story for this show, I'm just gonna read the synopsis. The series follows Sosuke Sagara, a member of covert anti-terrorist private military organization known as Mithril, tasked with protecting Hiname Chidori, a spirited Japanese high school girl. He moves to Japan to study at Chidori's school. Apparently, Sosuke Sagara is supposed to be, despite looking Japanese, is supposed to be like Middle Eastern or something. He has like, it's the thing with Sosuke Sagara is like he's a mix of Hiro Yue from Gundam Wing, which is one of the reasons why I liked the show back in the day, and like Setsuna from Gundam 00, which is obviously a Middle Eastern version of of Hiro Yue. So it's like, what? So weird, especially since like this show came out before Gundam 00. So where was I? He moves to Japan to study Chidori School, Jindai High School, with assistance from his comrades Kurtz Weber, who's like the ladies' man, who's voiced by Mike Miyano, and Melissa Mao, who's like the drunken superior officer of their squad. That she's really good at martial arts, while Kurtz Weber is like a sharpshooter. Having never experienced social interaction, Sosuke is seen as a military maniac by his schoolmates as he interprets everyday situations from a combat perspective. He comes off very autistic in the show, just so you know. He comes to relate with Chidori, who realizes that Sosuke is protecting her, but he does not reveal the reasons due to orders, as well as the fact that he does not know why Chidori is being targeted by different organizations. So, the show is basically what's going on is the reason why terrorist organizations are after Chidori, which the main bad guy of this show is this guy named, well, I think his name was Garon. Yeah, Garon. I finished the show on Tuesday, so I probably should have reviewed this earlier, but you know how I was busy with stuff. The main villain of the show is Goron, who's this like psychopathic mercenary who has like history with Sosuke Sagara. Sosuke Sagara and his mentor, who's also part of Mithril, has battled Garon several times. Uh, each time thinking they killed the dude, which he comes back and he wants to capture Kaname Chidori because Kaname Chidori is part of is is something called a Whispered, where Whispered it's kind of like almost MK Ultra stuff, where Whispered are people who were like hypnotized into being told uh, black technology, which black technology is highly advanced weaponry. Um, some of the highly advanced weaponry in the show is obviously the robots, which are called arm slaves or AS for short. AS for short, and also there's this system, this psychic system, where I forget what it's called. The something driver, psycho driver. I don't remember. Where it's basically it takes the emotions of the user and creates like shields or kinetic like blasts, which like Goran uses to make like a little like fucking like fucking oh what's that fucking move from Dragon Ball Z? Kame Kame wave or something? Kame Kame blast, which was like super cool. It's like I have never seen any other anime do that except for like well not this these aren't anime but like the Escafane manga, where Escafane doesn't have a sword. It shoots like laser blasts from its hands, and then like obviously, if you've ever played Xenogears, where the main character's mech, also shoots like blasts from his hand. Um, so my problem with this show is there's not. Well, here's the thing. There's in the first half of the show, which the show is like has 24 minutes. 24 episodes. There's not a lot of action. It's like a couple episodes before you get into any real action. But like after the second half, then there's lots of action, right? But like you have to go through the the boring like high school comedy romance bullshit. If you're a fan of that, then like that's okay. Then like maybe you'll enjoy that. There's also a lot of it's the thing when I was a teenager, this never bothered me, but now that I'm like almost 30, the sexualization of these high school girls in this anime, especially Chidori and the captain, or the captain of the Mithril submarine Danon, which is like the HQ for Society Cyber Squad, is captained by a 16-year-old girl the only explanation of why she's captaining the ship is because she's a Whispered. Though that's not revealed till like near the end, I would say. But yeah, like there's like an episode where she get has like a contest with Melissa Mao, where like they get in armed slaves and have a mock battle, and whoever loses has to run a lap naked. Keep in mind, one of the characters is a 16-year-old girl. Oh, it's like, oh my god. So the anime's basically what I'm trying to say. The anime's like comedy is super perverted, but keep in mind this anime and the light novel is target audience is obviously teenage boys, right? So we gotta keep that in mind, but it's still like messed up in a way. But yeah, so like I don't know. It's a thing where back in the day, this used to be like Funimation's like best mecha anime, and then like obviously certain animes went out of print, and then Funimation bought the rights. Like Escafane, not Escafane, yeah, Escafane is one of them. Eureka 7, that was the one I was thinking of. What was the other ones? Gundam, Iron Blooded Orphans. So like, there's like other Funimation like mecha anime that I kind of would recommend to you than this because they used to be known for having the shittiest fucking mecha anime, and this was considered like the best of their catalog. But now, if you're a Funimation fan and you want to get into mecha anime, like I said, they even have Code Geass now, so it's like you have way more better choice. You have way better choices of mecha anime from Funimation's catalog than this. Like Eureka Seven, uh, Code Geass, Escafane. I did they put out Gasaraki? No, they did the dub, but like their voice actors did the dub, but it was like somebody else that put it up. Yeah, it was. I think it was Bandai that knows who me bought the rights. Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, at some for somebody who's my age, this anime is kind of dated with its like simplistic mecha design, which what when I was a teenager looked really cool, but now it's like okay, it's a little too simplistic, especially with the color schemes. But the reason why they have simple color schemes is they're trying to make it more realistic, more militaristic. But then there's like one giant robot that's like red. Okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense. And like yeah, it's a thing. And also there's like this perverted humor. I'm not a fan of nowadays. And and like I said, like there's not a lot of like there there's not a lot of action in the first half of the show. You have to go through like boring romance comedy stuff before you get to that. So overall, I'm giving this show a 6.5 out of 10. So what's going on with the channel is like we have 2 weekly shows now, which is Tokusatsu Thursdays and the weekly Mecha anime reviews. So what's going to happen is one week I'm going to review like a movie or a reaction or whatever for Tokusatsu Thursday, and then the next week I'm going to review a series, and that's what I'm going to do for this show. Where one week I'll review, we're going to rotate. So like the weeks where I post like a series review for Tokusatsu, I'm gonna post a movie review for the weekly Mecha anime, and then vice versa. All right. So like yeah. So next week we're gonna review a movie. I haven't decided which movie yet. But like I'll give you guys some choices. We got. Well, I have we have Mazinger Z the Impact. We have we still haven't reviewed Zeta Gundam movies 2 and 3. I also have Char's Counterattack. I don't really want to rewatch right now the Gundam Wing movie, but I also have Char's Counterattack. We also have the really shitty Eureka 7 movie. So if you guys want me to review any of those, let me know. Or if you have like a mecha anime movie you want me to watch, and I don't own it, if it's on YouTube or BitChute, then I can review it. So like, if you have your suggestions, let me know. Alright guys, that's it for today's review. Peace. Sorry it was a short one.